I'm about to take you into a mysterious but very real world. And before I do so, I want to explain you a little bit about what is about to happen, or at least what I'm inviting you in. Because let that be clear, it is not for everybody. It is for everybody, because it's about our nature, but one needs to be ready for this. Bodywork is now seen as therapeutic work, working on the body. Not very much different than healing on a subtle body, or coaching through language, also on a body. But by nature it's very different. It is not about working on a certain body, but it is about how the body works. And that is where the mysterious journey where I'm inviting you in is all about. Since quite some centuries now, we have evolved a lot to a self-conscious being. That means we became conscious of ourselves, but to a certain point, of course, but we forgot about the bigger picture and the smaller picture. The bigger picture meaning the connection with the whole, the universe, but also with the small, with the underground, with the earth, with the dark, with the body, and so on. That is why the body is the key to change. According to science, it looks like that reality starts at the third dimension. In the rise of consciousness from the depth of our primitive being, we went to our heads and forgot about the roots, but also about the seed that made the tree grow. And that seed doesn't grow in the air, right? It has to go into the soil, in the ground. That is the invitation. So science and spiritual people, they both are in this search, this madness of more dimensions and further into the universe, not realizing that this is a linear search, and none in reality and in the universe is linear. Because, and that is where this deep dive is about, it all starts with the void which we cannot approach, but that comes to us, being born into darkness. And that is too bad, guys, but it's the first and second dimension. We forgot about that. In the first dimension, it's the point of unity. All the other dimensions are there. It is a spiral that moves through different experiences of the same thing, different frequencies of the same thing. And it starts either with the core, first dimension, or with the totality of infinity. Well, we were brought here in this body. So what about starting with that? That is going inside. Let's do that now. We're in a little cave called also the Grotte de Lourdes. It's not the real Lourdes in France, but it's a place in Belgium. The body is natural, but we put something extra into it. By prayer, by honoring. That is perfectly okay. But let's start with this. What is the cave? Can I be in the darkness? The journey that I'm offering you starts with a talk like this, where I give you like a frame, a little bit of a hold on to start with. And then we go inside. And we'll be more listening to the words. And then it's about an initiation to sink into that deeper state of darkness and embodiment, where we come very close to the void and the true light being born from that. And that has different manifestations, coming from this point of unity, of this point of totality as I described. So the intention is then from this meditation initiation to come to instructing you or helping you, that's the third stage, of how can you do this on the body. This can either be done on your own body or on somebody else's body. It would be great to do this with somebody else. Starting from yourself, for sure. If you do it with two or with more, you have to start from yourself, but then practicing on somebody else. This is why I call it a deep dive and initiation, because it's not like listening to it once it's a class and now you know, and it's about repeating, listening to it regularly, because I assure you already that you can't grasp this, because it's not about grasping, it's about sinking into something. So this is for the body worker, coach, healer, that feels there's something deeper, that he works too hard, that he tries to make it happen. Why? It should be natural. This is also for the people who've seen me doing the work and it seems so effortless, or somebody else doing it. But also for the one not being involved through helping others in the first place, but just knowing I want to be home in my body. I want to be safe in this darkness that the uterus offered me, that the earth offered me. I wanted to find it back as a foundation for my life.